Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate y'all coming back. If this is your first time, I appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button though, so you won't miss no messages that I have for y'all, okay? Today I am going to do a read for my Libras, all right? Libras, y'all up, this for y'all, okay? I did some meditation on y'all energy before I started. Before I get into it, I really paced myself and took my time preparing for y'all, all right, Libra. And I think that's of relevance to some of y'all, if not all. I took my time trying to gather y'all energy, right? I felt like it was necessary, though. I came into it fast, but once I got there, I immediately slowed down. Okay, so some of y'all probably need to hear that, slow down. Okay, it's all right. It's gonna be all right. Emotions are running high right now for y'all, Libra. All right, emotions are running high. Yeah, take time to breathe out. Y'all have take time to breathe out as well. And it's not ironic that I took a deep breath before even saying that. It's time to breathe out, y'all, okay? Y'all have this fiery climax that's about to approach, okay? Don't take that in a negative way because, a climax is just a peak of something, right? You're about to elevate to this level, or things are about to reach this level. And Spirit is telling you to take time to breathe out so you won't be overwhelmed. Thank you, Spirit. You won't be overwhelmed by this situation, these people, or this place when it presents itself for you. All right. But a new start is coming with this fiery climax. Okay. But you have to take action on it. All right. You're going to have to react, and you're going to have to react kind of quickly. Okay. But you want to know the facts because you missing something, Libra. It's something that you are missing. All right. We're going to get into it. Y'all know we're going to get into it. Okay. Because I like to be real clear. I like to be real clear, real black and white. All right. I'm going to shoot it straight down the middle for y'all like I always tell you. Okay. I pulled y'all energy. Y'all have the Three of Swords, though. When I saw that Three of Swords, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, my heart kind of dropped a little bit when the Three of Swords came out for y'all first. Okay, and it was followed by the Fool's card. All right, let me show y'all. I like to show the cards and give you a visual, right? Because some people are a visual learner. It makes more sense that way. I want y'all to see what I see. I see a little bit more, but I want to bring y'all into what I see for y'all, okay? So with this Three of Swords to the Fool card, and it's clarified by the Eight of Swords. If you're scared to, I'm not going to say scared, but if you're hesitant, it's something that you're hesitant on doing. Okay, you done took some losses. Okay, let's be honest. All right, you done took some losses when it comes to the matters of the heart. All right, you're ready to react on something prematurely. Thank you, Spirit. You're really ready to react on something prematurely, and I'm saying that because you have the Trust and Observe card out here. Your intuition is quietly guiding y'all. But sometimes you need to pay more attention to the small changes around you. Reflect on recent moments of confusion. Okay. Hear me out now, Libra. Let me cook. Okay. Y'all don't run away from a challenge or something that kind of don't look like is making sense on the surface. Don't be so quick to shy away from that and pull your energy back. Thank you, Spirit. Don't be so quick to react like that. For one, you're going to push people away from you with that type of energy because it's like, and I can't blame y'all, only you know your story, right? the narrative of your own story, like I told y'all before. So only you know what you've been through and how much you have withheld, and all the turmoil that you have went through. Only y'all know that. So I'm not gonna tell y'all what's right and what's wrong on that aspect, right? But it's a defense mechanism. Thank you, Spirit. Soon as something goes wrong, and I'm saying in a relationship, because these now relationship, like I say all the time, it could be with your lover, family, friends, co-workers, boss, neighbors, whatever. Okay, I don't know your life, all right, but relationship, think outside the box, right? That's any kind of relationship, you know, with your kids or whoever, right? Soon as something goes wrong, like you're ready to just shield yourself, right? You're ready to put that guard up and just shield yourself. You know, you don't feel like things need to be explained. You know, you just kind of make the decision mentally to move forward. And you know, what we're not going to do, Libras, we're not going to run, right? We're going to face our situations and our ordeals head on, because that's going to build strength, right? And not only your strength, but your character. You know, you want to be able to say, I overcame that. I'm an overcomer. Yeah, I went through this, that, and the third, but look at me now. You know, I've overcame that. Soon as something look ugly or bad or a way you don't want, you pack your bags up and you retreat. Okay. And this Eight of Swords tell me that it's not moves that you really want to make when it comes to matters of the heart or with this relationship with whomever. Think outside the box. All right. Think big. Right. It's telling me that you really don't want to have to leave so quickly. You know, for example, let's say this is a job. You know, you're running through jobs like water. You know, as soon as one job do something or something goes faulty at that job, here you go, bam, to another one. On the fool's journey. Now, the fool's journey is not a bad card, you know, but it's like starting over, starting anew, you know, and it's like over and over again, right? Don't be too quick to, you know, give up like that. You know, you keep doing that, you're going to run through 20, 30 jobs in a year, you know, just because you see one thing that you don't like or might look familiar and you just assume it's going to turn out like that. Now, that could be with work, you know, family members or lovers or whatever. You know, you're afraid of that feeling. Clarify this Eight of Swords, though. I'll take it. Clarify this Eight of Swords. One more, Spirit, please. Ooh, I want... Y'all, the Devil card wanted to pop over, and it flipped right back over for y'all, okay? It flipped right back over. And that's... when I saw that, I wanted it to come out, but it didn't. When I saw that, it just tells me that this is a habit that you have, right? You have a habit of doing this. Now, this could be unknowingly. You know, you could be doing this and not even knowing. You know, not even knowing, you just... excuse me, y'all. Yeah, you're just doing what you feel like you have to do, right? I'm here to tell you, Libra, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, Libra. Y'all had a Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles out here. For some of y'all, this could be, if you are a parent, this could be your child or somebody who's very immature, all right? Straight down the middle. This could be your child or someone that's kind of immature in a way. Yep, we're going to clarify this Two of Pentacles, though, because... Clarify this Two of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify this Two of Pentacles. Yep. Clarify the Star card. All right, you have, you have Aquarius out here. You have Leo out here. You have Aries out here. You got some strong air out here. You got strong air signs hitting out here for y'all. And you have Sagittarius out here. All right. With this Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles to the Sun, and the Star card. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is someone with a childlike mind. Somebody with a childlike mind frame. Libras, look, time out. This, let's keep in mind, let's remember, Libras, we can't change people. All right. Thank you, Spirit. That's what y'all are doing. You can't change people, Libras, okay? I know y'all know that, right? Y'all know that already. Come on now. I know y'all know. But y'all know that so much. Instead of changing, you know you can't change the people, so you change the scenario. Thank you, Spirit. Y'all change the situation and you change the scenario. So, all right, for example, little Jessica, little John, all right? You know they can't get their S together to save their life, okay? You know what to expect from this person, okay? So therefore, when it comes to certain things, you just avoid it with them, you know, almost like avoiding the issue, right? You understand and you know exactly how it is with this person, but you don't want it to be like that. But instead of you being vocal about it, you give up on the person. Let me cook. You give up on the person or the people or the place, and you retreat. You walk away. You turn your back. You give the cold shoulder. Access denied. Every time, Libra, you don't give it the time of day. But it's time for that to change with the Sun card. This is a rebirth. Yeah, this is a rebirth to you. This is a rebirth for yourself. Only if this Two of Pentacles, only if you make that decision to make that switch. But it has to come from you, Libra. Now, I know you don't want to hear it, but it can't always be everybody else, right? Everybody can't have the same problem, right? Okay, don't blame the messenger, okay, Libra. Everybody can't be a snake. Everybody can't mean you no good. You know, every job just can't be slow and just not working. Come on now, let's be realistic, Libra, okay? We're going to call a spade, okay? We're going to do that. So I'm not going to let y'all hide behind that. Sometimes you have to put that mirror up, you know, and make the necessary adjustments. Thank you, Spirit, because y'all do have that card out here. Adjustments are required. You have to be willing to change, Libra. All right. Thank you, Spirit. You have to be willing to change because a new start is coming for y'all. All right. A new start is coming for y'all. And I'm rooting for y'all because, wow, I'm rooting for y'all because I don't want y'all to miss the opportunity. I don't want y'all to miss your blessing or leave something prematurely. You know, let's say you've been at a job for however long and you just up and leave, and then they was about to give you a promotion next month, you know, but you felt like you couldn't deal. Thank you, Spirit. You feel like you couldn't deal when all you have to do is take the time to breathe out. Some of y'all are giving up on your own ideas, your own brilliance. Some of y'all are giving up on it very quickly. But it's time to take action, and I'm going to clarify this star card for y'all too, because it's time to equal yourself out, balance yourself out. Thank you, Spirit. And it's not hard. I'm telling y'all to balance yourself out, and y'all, the Libras, y'all are the scale. All right, y'all determine, you know, where that weight heavy at, you know, what can stay and what can go. Y'all determine that, okay? Because you are in power. You have the King of Pentacles out here. This is not y'all energy. That's for sure. That's for sure. This King of Pentacles, I don't feel like this is y'all energy. Heavy Taurus too, if I didn't say that already. But be careful with being too prideful and manipulated. All right. With this King of Pentacles, then you have the trust and observe card out here as well, right? It's telling you to pay attention to all details. Make sure now, Libra, don't cut everything off and then you keep the one thing that's tearing you down. Hello. Okay. I'm gonna say it again. Don't cut everything off and then you keep the one thing that you don't need to keep, because you're not trusting and observing. You're not looking at all the details. You're not analyzing this person to the T like you might do the next person. Right? Okay, ladies and gents. For my fellas, you let one homeboy handle you like this, but your other homeboy can't handle you like that. And that's the one that you need to put the pressure on. You know, for my ladies, same thing. Little Susie, you let her handle you like this, but you won't let little Carol handle you like that. And she the one that you need to put the press on. You feel me? Make it make sense. All right. So don't weed out the things that are good for you for the things that are not. Thank you, Spirit. Let's make sure we're using our best discernment. All right. Because you mean well, you believe that you are doing the right necessary things that you need to do. You think you cutting the right people off. You think you're leaving the right jobs that you're supposed to leave. But then when you're getting home at night or whatever, you're sitting there like you're blaming everything else. Thank you, Spirit. You're deflecting. You're deflecting everything else. You know, you're deflecting on people. You're deflecting on places. It's kind of everybody else's fault but yours. All right. I told you already, Libras, I'm going to keep it straight down the middle like I do for everybody. I'm going to tell you straight black and white down the pipeline. Okay. That's just what it is. It's feeling like it's everybody else. It's not you. And, you know, we all know that's not accurate. You know, I know you don't mean for it to come off like that, you know, but I can see and I can feel that y'all really sit with yourselves and ask yourself like, damn, why little Susie and why little Tom Tom them doing me like that? You know, I ain't never did nothing to these people. Why they doing me like that? Or why when I go here, they treat me like this? Or, you know, things like that. You're deflecting and not looking in the mirror at yourself. You're not analyzing yourself, you know, and it's not no slight or anything against y'all. It's just that y'all been put in some messed up situations. Y'all have overcame a lot. You know, and you're used to that. You're just used to that energy. You know, you're used to it always being a problem. It's always going to be something. You're just used to that. So you have trained your mind to think like that about everything and everyone in your life. Yep, there you go. 10 of wands. And you want more. And you ready to go. And you got the Justice card out here. You got yourself showing up. Come on now, Spirit. Talk to them because they don't believe Fat Meat Greasy. They don't believe it. Look, you got the Two of Swords. Make a decision. Make a decision or make somebody a believer. All right? Make somebody a believer. You are that guy. You are that girl. I know you're tired of saying it. I know you're tired of saying it. You got the credentials. You got it all. You got everything you need, but you need to show up. You know, you need to make better discernment. Your discernment needs to be sharp because you have to make this decision right here. You got, now I don't like to put genders on it, but this could be a lady or a male, okay? You have to make a decision, and you have to make a good one, Libra. So, damn, I can understand why y'all are feeling like, why it always got to come to this. I feel y'all. Y'all like, damn, why it always got to come to this? Why always got to make a decision? Look, 6 of swords, 2 of swords. Why always got to make a decision? Either this or go. Either stay or go. You know, y'all like, lights on or lights off. Justice. What's it going to be? You want answers and you want it now. And y'all answers are like yes or no. Sometimes Libra is not that black and white to just be yes or no in some things. Now, if you care about some people, or you like being at this job, or you like doing this thing, then you have to compromise yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Y'all need to do a little more compromising, you know, or you're never going to find what you're looking for, you know, because you're going to steadily be rejecting everything. You're never going to give anything the time of day. Is everything perfect? No. Is anybody perfect? No. Is messed up situations everywhere? Yes. If you looking at it like that, you feel me, Libra? If you're going to look at it like that, yeah, everything going to look messed up. Yeah, everybody going to look like they out to get you or something, because the way you're looking at it, right? You have to compromise yourself, and it's okay. It's not going to take nothing away from who you are. You still gonna be that dude. You still gonna be that girl, you know, but it's your elevation. It's time, because a new start is coming for y'all after this fiery climax that approach. After you make this decision right here, 2 of swords, 6 of swords, baby, you gonna make a decision, and you being a Libra, you gonna make it a yes or no, you know. But Spirit is asking you to dig a little bit deeper. Dig a little bit deeper, okay? You don't want to run out of choices, all right? You're going to have to dig a little bit deeper. Some things are deep, Libra. Some things are deep. I was going to say somebody. So for some of y'all, this is you dealing with someone. You know, it's okay to dig deep, you know, and look at all the small details and the changes that's happening around you. Reflect on recent moments of confusions instead of running from it. Learn something from it. You know, because Spirit putting you through it so you can learn something from it, not to tear you down. You know, not to tear you down or nothing like that, or to make you feel less than. That's not what the lessons are for. The lessons are for you to learn. So when you get to this new chapter in your life that you're about to start, with this new start that is coming, all right, whether you make the best decision or not, it's going to be a new start, right? Spirit just wants you to make better choices, better discernment, more compromising. You got the justice right here. Justice will be served. You the Libra, you the scale. Justice will be served. And what you showing up for yourself right here is showing it's going to go in your favor. You know, you just have to dare to be different. Dare to be you all the way. All right. It's time to take action on that, y'all. And you have hope. Hope is like a light in the darkness. You've been feeling discouraged. Remember that difficult times are temporary. Hold on to hope, and it will lead you towards brighter days. Brighter days, y'all. Is it perfect? Like I said, everything ain't gonna be perfect. You know, I was telling someone before, I believe it was either y'all or Aquarius, when you buy a kid a new toy and it don't come with batteries, you know, you buy the toy because you see the potential in the toy and you know how happy it could make you. But you have to go out and buy the batteries sold separately. Okay, some things don't come in just a complete package. You got to put in that work and do some compromising. Do you hear me? And challenges in love are testing you. That's confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. You facing difficulties in relationships. Don't shy away from it. Facing these challenges head on will strengthen your bond. Hello. I've been telling y'all that the whole reading. Stop shying away from all of this. Stop thinking you don't need no friends. You don't need him or her. You don't need family. You don't need this and that. You good just how you. Come on now. We got to come out of that, Libras, okay? We coming up out of that because we're growing, we elevating, and we can't, that mindset, that mind frame can't go. And you know that because you feel it. That's why all this emotions are running high. That's where all that is coming from, because you feel it. All right. So make sure you're not holding yourself back in no aspects. Okay. Because I'm going to let y'all go, because I'll be up in here talking to y'all all night, Libras. Okay. You know, I got to get y'all right back up in line. You know I got to, so y'all can see exactly what's going on, because I don't want y'all to miss out on none of these beautiful opportunities that y'all have coming y'all way. All right. Be excited for this new start. Be excited for it. And the big word is new. New start, fresh. You know, make your own story. You can start anew. It don't have to look like it did yesterday, last week, shit, last year. It don't have to look like that. You have the power to change it just like that. And all you got to do is change what's up here. Switch it. It's all right. Okay? Like I always tell y'all, Libras, it's never too late to be great. All right? Till next time, y'all, sending you love, peace, and light.